Hi,
Well,
princess.
aloha. Aloha.
Aloha.
Aloha, everyone. My name is Kelehua. It is my privilege and honor to be here celebrating Alex and Devin. You have traversed land and sea, mountains, and the beach to get here, and you made it. And what I'd like to do is begin with an oli aloha. It's a welcome chant in Hawaiian language, and I'll explain its meaning and its significance in just a moment. Akahaina Hawaii lo kahi aku like olu olu kamana'o ha'a koku lana aho nui a lana kila aloha aloha I'd like to add a word of blessing or pule, as we say in Hawaiian. E koma kua I loko kalani, e mahalo kako ia oi no ke ia la, a me na poe a pau. E olu olu e ho'omai ka I oe ke ia kane, a me ke wahine ma ko laua male ana. Ke na noi ha'a ane ka kono na pu'uwai ma kau kau mau. E ha'awi I ke aloha nui, ma kainoa o koma kua a me Yesu, a me ka'uhane he molele. Amen. I want to talk about a word that I hope you've experienced in the time that you've been here. I know some of you have been here for a few days or a week and some just arrived. This word is aloha. We grow up learning it to mean hello, goodbye, greetings, and I love you. But the meaning I want to share is very special and appropriate for why we're here. If you take the word and you split it almost in half, alo means to stand face to face, sharing something with someone you love, which you'll do in a moment. And ha is your breath, your life, your spirit. Later in the ceremony, the honi honi or Hawaiian kiss is special because it's the sharing of your breath, your life, your love with this person that you've come so very far with. And you have, since high school until today. You've come pretty far. Today, if you look at the word aloha, the first A stands for akahai, kindness, and that's where love begins. So if we go back to when you first met, I imagine that someone was kind to the other person. Otherwise, you were teasing each other to flirt. But akahai is where love begins. The L is lokahi, unity, togetherness. It is how love survives and endures, which yours has. The O is olu olu, gentleness and compassion. And the H, ha'a ha'a, or humility. The last A stands for aho nui, and the last line of the chant said, aho nui ala nakila, with patience comes the victory. And the two of you stand here today undoubtedly victorious. Regardless of where you've been, how long or bumpy the road may have been, nothing will be the same after today. Today you have found the person to spend the rest of your life with, and the beauty in that is that you have a choice, a decision, and it's one of the biggest decisions that we get to make. Because if you think about it, we don't have the opportunity to choose our families. Our families are something we're given, children something we're gifted, but our spouse, our partner, that person we get to choose with free will, with intention, with purpose, and you stand here today doing exactly that. And generations from now, after many years have passed, someone will look at your family history, your genealogy, and although they will have never met you and not have been among all of us today, near and far, they're going to see two names and a line drawn between those two names symbolizing this very moment, this day, this hour, this year where two completely separate family trees are becoming one. So this is your legacy and your heritage. And I want you to turn toward each other and take each other's hands. In Hawaii, we receive a lot of rain, as you know, and it's what makes everything so green and lush and beautiful. And I talk about the rain because when you come to points in your relationship when it starts to rain, when the road is a little bumpy, path a little windy, and this we know is life, you remember you just have to get through the rain to get to the most beautiful parts of your relationship with each other, where you look at this person and you realize how much stronger, how much wiser you've become. Hopefully how much more love, peace, patience, kindness, understanding, maybe even a bit more self-control you've gained, as well as grace, mercy, and forgiveness. And last but absolutely not least, a greater sense of humor. So the ability to laugh, mostly at yourself, but definitely with each other. and to say two words that are very challenging for some personalities to say and take practice their entire lives. I'm sorry. And when you're on the receiving end, to be able to extend that grace and that mercy that I was talking about. Because of that rain, you're better together. I want you to think back to the very first day that your journey together started. If you can remember, I want you to remember the first time you saw this person's face. I don't know if you were in a class or the calf or gym. I want you to think back to your very first date and remember where you went, who drove if you were driving. I want you to think back to your very first kiss. Do you remember who leaned in first and where you were? I want you to think back to the moment that you felt your heart choose this person to give your life to. The moment that you were sure, and that exciting moment that you knew that they were sure also. And I want you to think back to every beautiful, amazing moment that led you to this very spot right here on this beautiful beach, where the sand is beneath our feet, the ocean behind us, the trade wind through your hair, the trees dancing above, and the sun definitely shining down on your beautiful Hawaiian wedding day. What I want you to do is to join your hands just as they are, but in between your lei. And these are very, very special ginger lei, Micronesian ginger. Okay, so once again, join your hands in between, hold hands, all four hands. And I want you to look at your lei for just a moment. Each seed and shell and nut and flower that go into a lei represent the things that make you special and unique. And these are the things that you fell in love with each other for, that make you laugh and cry and smile and giggle and maybe on occasion roll your eyes, maybe not. But these are the things that make you you, that make you who you are. And as you present your lei, you're saying, I give you everything that I have and everything that I am. I thank you for accepting me for exactly who and how I am, for knowing the real me, the depths of me, and the intimate things others don't get to know. And you're saying, I thank you for growing up alongside me, which you have for all the seasons that have passed. And I look forward to growing up alongside you through the many that have yet to come. With water from the ocean, our Pikai ceremony, not too far from where you're staying, the fresh water mixes with the salt water. Fresh water from the Ko'olau mixes with the salt water. And it was a place where Hawaiians would go for healing and purification. And so I would love the privilege of blessing the past, the present, and to a beautiful future. And I want you to place each other's lei over one another's head and neck and give each other a kiss on the cheek. Okay, one at a time. Perfect. Oh, it's a little, yeah, I like to stick to your hair.
Yeah.
So much hair.
Yeah.
You got it, babe?
And I want you to take each other's hands, and you're going to
Thank you.
repeat after me your Hawaiian vows. And I'm going to go very slow. You're going to say these words at the same time. All right, you ready? Okay, these are your Hawaiian vows. You're going to say, Eia au,
Ea au.
Eia oi,
Ea oi.
Ika,
Ika.
ho'iho,
Hoi ho.
ke aloha.
Ke aloha.
No kau,
No kau.
a kau,
Akau.
e kipa mai,
Ikipo mai.
ke aloha.
Ke aloha.
Aloha vau,
Aloha wa.
ya oi.
Ia oi.
You did great, and I'm going to tell you what you said. You said, e yao, here I am. E ya oi, here you are. I ka ho'iho ke aloha, as we are surrounded by our love. No kaua kau, for all of time. E kipa mai ke aloha. Let us remember to invite love back in. Aloha vau ya oi means, for it is you that I love. What I want you to do is to take the ring that's going to go on Devon's hand, and you're going to place it halfway on her ring finger. And I want you, I'm going to bless your rings for the past, the present, and the future. And I want you to repeat after me, Alex, as you look at your bride. You're going to say to her, This vow is my promise,
This vow is my promise,
and this ring my gift of love for you,
and this ring my gift of love for you,
with all that I have
with all that I
and
have
all that I am.
and all that I
I
am.
promise to always
I promise to
be
always
faithful and honest,
be faithful and honest,
patient and kind.
patient and kind.
I will believe in you.
I will believe in you.
I will believe in us,
I will believe in us,
because love never fails.
because love never fails.
Wherever our paths take us,
Wherever our paths take us,
we go together.
we go together.
For all of my days,
For all of my days,
I give myself to you.
I give myself to you.
You're going to place the ring all the way on her finger. All right. And now you're going to take Devin's ring with your left hand. Devin, I want you to bring your hand forward and down to show it off a bit. Or your hand.
Oh, my.
Sorry,
wait,
Alex.
Wait, which one?
Alex, you're going to bring your hand forward. And Devin, you're going to take Alex's ring with your left hand.
With my left hand.
Yep. And you're going to place
that.
it halfway on his finger. Perfect. There we go. And I'm going to bless the past, the present, and to a beautiful future. And I want you to repeat after me, Devin, as you look at your groom, you're going to say to him, this vow is my promise,
This vow is my promise,
and this ring my gift of love for you,
and this ring my gift of love to you,
with all that I have
with all that I have
and all that I am.
and all that I am.
I promise to always
I promise to always
be faithful and
be
honest,
faithful and honest.
patient and kind.
I will try my best to be patient and kind.
I will believe in
I
you.
will believe in you.
I will believe in us,
I will believe in us.
because love never fails.
Because love never fails.
Wherever our paths take us,
Wherever our paths take us,
we go together.
we go together.
For all of my days,
For all of my days,
I give myself to you.
I give myself to you.
You're going to place the ring all the way on his finger. We use the term Onne Hanao to mean sands of my birth, and it talks a little bit about where one is from and who they are. And I want to give you each a satchel of sand. I want you to look at your sand. It's made of the same material, but each grain is unique and special, just as you are unique and special to each other. And I want you to symbolically pour out your hearts to one another as you open your satchels and pour your sand at the same time into this bag. You're going to put the satchels right inside. And you're going to close them up. Your individual sand has mixed, never to be separated again, just as you shall never be separated, and you'll have a little bit of the sand, the beach, to take home with you to remind you of your vows and your promises to each other on this day. Okay? Oh, sorry. Okay, and this is now the most sacred and intimate part of the ceremony, the honi honi, the Hawaiian kiss. And this is where the word aloha comes from. Alo, to stand face to face, sharing something with someone that you love. Ha is your breath, your life, your spirit. And what I want you to do is to gently place your foreheads and your noses together. You're going to close your eyes and just breathe. Ho'onani kamakua mau, keikeiki me ka'uhane no, ke akua mau, ho'o mai ka ipu, ko ke ia'au, ko ke lau, I want you to take a deep breath in and release. And as you stand back and look at each other, I have the most important question of the day to ask each of you. Devin, do you take this man to be your husband, your partner, your best friend, and most special companion all the days of your life?
I do.
Alex, do you take this beautiful woman to be your wife, your partner, your best friend, and most special companion all the days of your life?
I do.
Then by the power vested in me here in the state of Hawaii, it is my privilege and honor to present you as husband and wife. You may kiss your bride.